Welcome, this is Melinda Barlow, CCT, Certified Zen Tangle Teacher, and we are back with Blessed Are the Pure in Heart, and this is part 2, and we'll be doing fragments W6, U1, and Q5. So we're going to start here with, and when I did W6 fragment, I kind of did it kind of backwards. So we're going to do it this time. I'll do it going the right direction. We're going to again section off this where I've already put my pencil mark, and I'm going to aura it, and we're going to start with kind of a curve. For some reason, I just can't do these going the right direction. So we'll do them my way. So I'm just going to alternate back and forth. And I like to put a little bubble on the top, all the way up. Kind of alternating back. And of course, you know, I'm going to change this. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to just give it a little bit of rounding right here in this corner. This is a very quick and simple tangle to go in there, but you need to add some light and some dark in your tangles to give it some variety. So there we have my version of W6. And I'm sure when you do it, you'll do it your way. But that's a fun way. I didn't come in very close because it was a fairly simple tangle. And the next one, I really like this. I've used this tangle many times, and it's U1. If you're looking at your fragment book, and I'm going to go ahead and aura down. I'm going to draw my line and then aura because I want that sectioned off. And then I'm just going to start with a spiral. But I'm going to give it a little sparkle. It means I'm going to stop and give it a little space. So let's come in on that so you can see what I'm talking about on the sparkle. I just draw around. When I get to that spot, I just leave it skip and leave a little space. And I'm just going to keep going until my space is filled up, and my key is this bottom part right here. And there we're filled up. Now I'm going to move up a little bit, and I'm going to do my second one. So I'm just going to kind of guess, and I'm going to do another one. And I can put that sparkle or that little space about anywhere I want. And we stop. So it looks like it's going under the hollybaw effect. And there we have the second one. Now the closer I come to this this section, the more it will. So I just kind of want to feel out, okay, I'm going to come about right there. It's just a guess. But now I come around and I keep going, doing that hollybaw effect. And there I'm ended. So I'm just going to keep going up this row, and I love this tangle. Pinterest, I believe, is the tangle itself, meaning kind of spring. Printemps, that's what it is. I knew and I'm just using that as a fragment in a small space. And I have one more, and it's going to go here. And there we have it. Very quick, fills up this space quickly, but it's stunning the way it looks. Now the next one takes a little bit more time. And aura it. And then I'm going to turn my template or my pattern so I can work on it. And I'm going to section this off into squares. So I have some squares. This one would probably be about right there to make that a square. So I have square areas because Q5 has it's kind of gridded off again, and then we're going to make an X in the middle of each one of these. And I'm kind of guessing about how it would end, and also down here. So now I have it gridded off. Now I'm going to come in, and I'll come in close so you can see. I'm going to start down here at the bottom, and I'm going to just do little lines that are very close together, striping this off. And I'm going to do this side. So that's the one square. And I'm going to turn it because it's easier for me to do, for it to pull that line towards me. And I'm going to repeat that. Fragment in there. Now if I look at it closely, I would know that this one is going this way and this fragment is going this way, because again I would make and I'm going to fill in each one of these squares with my fragments going the same direction. Very simple. And I'm going to go ahead and finish that up. And when I do it, usually what I do is I will go and I will do all the ones going this direction. And you notice I do that middle one first. It just helps me, I think, keep perspective. So I always draw down the center, and then I stroke out on each side. Now I have all going that direction. I can turn it. I could leave them blank, just like that, but I'm filling all of these in because I'm using that particular fragment. But it also gives you an opportunity to stop and look and see, what do I want to do on the next step? And there we have our 3 fragments for this part 2 of Blessed Are the Pure in Heart. And part 3 will be our next, and we'll finish up the last 3, and we will color it in or shade. So watch for part 3, and we'll see you on Saturday.